Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan is upon us, and during this Ramadan, tens and millions of pounds in zakat will be collected by our Muslim charities and spent on zakat eligible projects. This is a vital service that our Muslim charities provide to us, and this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's blessing on us, and this is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has our zakat spent on the most vulnerable in the most remote places in the world. Alhamdulillah. Now, for decades, I've been working with Muslim charities in my professional capacity, and I've seen things go wrong with zakat. For example, and this doesn't relate to size of charity, I've worked with the largest charities and newly set up charities. I've seen zakat money for years being unspent and sitting in bank accounts. I've seen zakat monies being mixed up with other funds and the whole trace going cold and no way knowing if the money was spent on zakat eligible projects. I've seen zakat funds, all of zakat funds being spent on overheads. Now, there's no malicious intent. This when charities become complex, they become big, the systems become complex, and sometimes the charities don't realize that these things are going wrong, and it's because the systems, are outdated and they're not fit for purpose for, the delivery of zakat purposes. It has nothing to do with the Sharia aspect. It has nothing to do with zakat policy. It's the way the whole system is set up, because the whole focus is on raising money and showing pictures on how that money is spent. And there's this race among charities in doing that. Sometimes they forget that there's a whole system that's needed in the background to make sure that things are done properly. So the buck stops with the trustees, regardless of size of, you can be 100 million plus charity or you can be £1 million charity. The buck stops with the trustees. And what I've done what I've organized this Thursday, 6 p.m., I've organized a webinar, Zakat at Risk. And this is aimed at trustees, any size of charity. And this is aimed at charity leaders as well. And this is aimed at donors as well who are interested in this topic on how the zakat money is spent. So during this webinar, I'll talk about how things go wrong and why they go wrong. And then I'll talk about what systems are needed in place. And what kind of questions that the trustees need to be asking. This is nothing to do with being a finance expert or a zakat expert. This is all about common sense stuff. And I'll be making recommendations for the Muslim charity sector as well. So this Thursday, 6 p.m., the link to register is going to be with this video. Please register and share the word. Inshallah, see you there. Assalamu alaikum.